You know, if it's possible, this could have got a lot worse. Yes, you know, the big talking point literally of this week was the video that Meghan Markle decided to release to help, some people might say, a situation that has now escalated as being seen possibly one of the worst marketing PR ideas that could have possibly gone wrong. What I find odd, which is what I told you, is that, you know, there are people in her, company, her agency, stuff like that, that could have persisted and said, you know what, maybe if we do it like this, maybe if we do it like that. And as I now know, and I can share this with you, this was not the first take of this video. So clearly, you know, she was adamant, wanted to do it her own way. Now, if you wanted to give the girl a bit of grace, lady, should I say, well, the bottom line is you could say, well, you know, maybe she had good intentions. But as you can see, seemingly she was about plugging herself. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Let me explain. Hi, nice to see you. Good to see you on a chilly day here in London town. And of course, one of my favourite things, a traditional red phone box there, post box here. You can see how cold it's becoming. The temperature's dropping. Yes, I know this is the thing. You get fooled into a few sunny days and suddenly there you go, you know, back to normal again, isn't it? Are you keeping warm? I hope you are. Don't forget your hot water bottle, nip of whiskey. Don't care what the doctor says, just make sure. Keeps you warm, doesn't it? Well, you like rum? Yes, well, apparently that's as good, isn't it? Port apparently keeps you warm, am I right? Let me know. Is porter a thing that warms you up? I'm not so sure. Well, you're on the brandy. Well, you're going through the entire drinks cabinet, I see. You've got to have a bit of fun, haven't you? You've got to cheer yourself up. Some people might say, of course, that was the idea with Meghan Markle and this particular video. You see, what was fascinating about this, as I said, is it's kind of a strange thing. All three are in the same agency, right? The William Morris Endeavour agency. So there were no problems per se in getting this stuff. You know, it's ridiculous. I had to put a call out. And as I told you in the end, Harry had to get involved because, you know, people didn't believe it was her. That's what she's saying anyway, but there you go. But again, here's where it gets more fascinating because apparently Meghan wanted herself, get this, and as ever allegedly herself and Billie Eilish to, go and deliver this stuff on camera. I mean, what an intrusion. Why? You know, why? Why? I mean, it's not as if you've given them a new house or you've won a new home. And when she says things like, oh, it was Ashes, well, you know, really, washing machines and things like that don't go to Ashes. They're metal. They don't go to that. So again, it's an abbreviation, but nonetheless, not really much thought in that. Well, according to a source, you know, and as I said, it was very easy for the agency to contact all three of these people, including the guy from Maroon 5, Adam Levine, well, seemingly silence. Now, one might suggest that either they were busy recording, didn't want to get involved, thought they'd done enough, but you know, you would have thought, given the fact that they're all in the same agency, that maybe Billy and Adam might have wanted to give a shout out. And as I said, what's fascinating is Meghan never even released this girl's name. I don't mean in full, but she could have said, I met a lovely lady called X. Do you see what I mean? But consequently, that wasn't shared. And this is what's now made this one of the worst PR things ever really to come out of the land of Montecito. Now, right now, apparently, you know, Meghan's hoping to scramble something together to see if they're still now willing, and this would help salvage this dire situation. But they are wise enough to know, and given the fact that Miss Eilish is, you know, very successful at the moment, riding high, Grammys, all that sort of stuff, and Adam Levine wouldn't need this, why on earth would they want to? But as ever, Meghan wants and gets what she thinks she should. But this time around, Harry's keeping well out of it. It's a developing story. When I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.